Hey, what's up, Dividend Nomads? Welcome back to the channel. You can see we doing something different today. Today, I'm gonna give y'all a quick portfolio update. We'll dive into the phone like we always do, and then I guess I'll share a little story with y'all about how this whole Dividend Nomad thing came to be, just so y'all can get to know me a little bit better and share a little bit of backstory with y'all, I guess. And yeah, so anyway. For those of y'all who are new here, my name is John, and I'm the Dividend Nomad. I'm an American. I've been living abroad for about 15 years now. Actually, just like 2 days ago, marked my 15th anniversary of living in China. Before that, I was in Philippines for several years, and I've been everywhere. But anyway, right now, I'm sitting here in China. Actually, I'll see if I can show y'all this real quick. So as you can see, I'm just kind of hanging out outside, just kind of relaxing. So anyway, I'm just hanging out here. Let me see if I can fix this thing, man. All right, so anyway, yeah, I'm just hanging out here at the coffee shop. See, I got my coffee here. I thought I'd have a little chat with y'all. So first, let's dive into the phone, and I'll share y'all a quick portfolio update really fast because nothing really changed, so nothing special. So let me dive in here and record the screen for you. Okay, bam. Open up Charles Schwab. We'll refresh. So let's see what's going on here. So you can see, let's take a look at the markets. The Dow up 0.3%, NASDAQ up 1.5%, and the S&P is up 1%. And you can see our portfolio is up yesterday 2.19%. So we outperforming the markets right now. And so here's my positions. You can see we've got $30,100 invested. Like I said yesterday, 2% increase. We got 720 shares of Coney, and we're up 3.5% on that. It was yesterday. And then 1,000 shares of OT, and we were up 1.6% yesterday. So in total, we had 2% gain yesterday. So not too bad. But anyway. So that's the portfolio, you guys. Nothing really changed. I'm not gonna buy more shares of Coney because I'm way above the average, my cost average. So I'm gonna wait till probably X date. I don't think I'm gonna get a dip below my cost average now, but probably on X date it will dip below my cost average, and then we'll try to get our final shares to make it to 1,000. So I think we need 280 more shares or something. Then we'll have 1,000 shares of Coney, and then we'll be ready to start investing in something else. So that's good news. So anyway, let me tell y'all a little story about how this whole Dividend Nomad thing came to be. So it's kind of a long story, I guess. You know, I'm 42 years old, and I've been living abroad for, in total, probably like 20 years. Like I said, 15 years here in China. If I see anything interesting, I'll show y'all, but nothing too interesting going on right now. Just a bunch of people passing by. But so anyway, what was I gonna say? I got distracted. This lady was smiling at me. But anyway, you know, since I was a young kid, I was always interested in history and stuff like that, and I used to read all these books and encyclopedias, like cover to cover, and it's like really place myself, you know, like in my mind in those different places. So I've always had like a really like just interest in other places, other cultures, and things like that. So I think since a young age, I knew I wanted to leave. And when I say leave, like leave America. But you know, I tried a couple times in my younger days, and I failed. When I say I failed, like, you know, I moved abroad and I ran out of money and couldn't find work or nothing like that, and I had to go back home, back to America. And then it happened again, a second time. So, you know, it's twice I went through that and failed. And then the third time, came to China. See, I arrived in Hong Kong in 2010, and I had about $1,000 in my pocket and nothing else. That was all I had, $1,000, no savings, no nothing. And I was just determined to make this living abroad thing work. So First thing I did when I hit the ground, I started looking for jobs and stuff like that. And, I found a job, and I just slowly started developing some savings and stuff like that. Because, here in China, the cost of living is quite low. Even now, it's quite low compared to, living in the West. I spend about $1,000 or $1,200 a month for rent, food, everything all in. Like, I don't spend much money at all. But also, I'm a simple dude. I don't need a bunch of fancy stuff and all this and that. Even though I can afford it, I just don't really care about those kind of things. So, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I got, nice car and stuff like that, but I don't need a big fancy house and all this and that. I live quite simple. And that's one of the things that has given me the opportunity that I have now, as far as, being able to be a dividend nomad. I can go anywhere in the world that I want to go, and I don't have to worry about finding a job anymore. I can just live off the dividends that I receive. So that's like just amazing. It's powerful, the power of this whole Nomad dividend thing. But like, when I first started this out, like, because I am quite simple guy when it comes to what I need or my necessities. Like, like I said, I don't need a lot of fancy stuff, and I've always been fine with living the type of life I live. I mean, I can go anywhere I want to go and buy anything I want to buy whenever I want to buy it. I don't even look at the price or nothing, but like, there's not really too many like nice or fancy things that I really have a desire for. Like, I don't really want anything. And when it comes to that idea, like, that's one of the things that allows me to do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it, because my cost of living is so low and I have a large amount of income, and I can just do what I want to do, go where I want to go. And that's the beauty about being a dividend nomad, and also about being simple and being humble, is you can go anywhere you want to go. I can go home right now and pack my bag and get on a plane and go anywhere. Like, I can literally go anywhere that I want to go. I mean, I can't go anywhere in the world, because some places, maybe I can't afford to live there or something, but those are also the places that I don't really have a desire to go to, just because I prefer Asia. I say more specifically Southeast Asia, mostly because I like the weather here and I like the people and the culture here. So most of the places that I want to go in the world, I can go tomorrow if I want. Just go home, pack my bag, get on a plane, and I'm out of here. So that's the wonderful thing about all this. But when this first started, I had this plan in mind anyway, but I was looking at more traditional type cover called ETFs, like f.i.r.e. They pay like a 12% thing or something like that. And I was thinking, okay, my cost of living is usually around $1,000 or $1,200 a month, and that's doing what I want to do. If I want to be frugal, then I can live for less than that. And there's people living in Philippines and Vietnam and places like that for $500, $600, $700 a month. So I thought, okay, I'll just get about $200,000, put it in f.i.r.e. and live off the $1,200 a month dividends, something like that, right? Or $2,000 a month, however much it is. And then when these new ETFs came along, more specifically from Max, it just kind of opened up so many more opportunities to create income. And, a lot of people, they talk about, the NAV's going down, or it's not stable, and this and that, but it's income, and that's freedom. Is income. Having income gives you freedom to do what you want, because you don't have to have a job. Like, I have some side businesses and things like that I do. If I want to work, I can work. If I'm bored or whatever, like, there's so many options because I have this income. It just affords me so much freedom. If I get bored, I go to work. If I don't want to work, then I won't work. I don't care. I'll just do some business, do something else, and everything's cool. So that's the power of this, especially when it comes to Max, because you can get started with a little bit of nothing. Like, some of these Max stocks, like Ulti, for example, it's like 100% yield, and the thing's like $12, right? So, like, you can start investing with as little as $10 or $12 and start earning income every single month. And all you gotta do is just keep accumulating more shares, and you keep accumulating more and more income. So that's just how powerful this is, being able to get in so cheap and get such a high yield. It just gives you so many opportunities to do what you want to do. So anyway, once I started on this journey, then I just decided, okay, I like the way this is working out, so I'm gonna start a YouTube channel and start this journey from zero and show people how this works and what it really looks like to be able to do this. And so hence the name, the Dividend Nomad. The channel was born, and I started, some fresh accounts with no money inside. Y'all follow the journey from day one, those who have been here, so you can see how this has worked out, how it goes from zero and how it can build up so fast. Because right now, we're over $2,000 a month in income in just a few months, starting from zero. And y'all saw me start this portfolio with nothing. So that's the power of this. We can build this up really fast as long as you got some money to put in and get started, and then just let it do its thing in the background if you want, or you can add to it, which right now I'm adding to it just little by little to show y'all what it looks like when you add to it and let it build up. So anyway, I just want to share that with y'all about how this whole Dividend Nomad thing came to be, and also share a little bit about myself, and so y'all can get to know me a little bit better. So anyway, if you have any questions or anything like that you want to know, let me know in the comments below. Feel free to ask me a question. I usually try to respond at least within the first 24 hours. So when people comment on stuff, I usually always try to reply within 24 hours, unless it's some hater talking crazy stuff, then I don't pay attention to them, because I don't care about that. Like, I'm not interested in the the money from this and that, blah blah blah. So but if you have a genuine question, I'll be more than happy to try to answer that for you, get back to you, and or make a video about it if that's what you want. So anyway, thanks for watching, appreciate it, and hit the like, subscribe, all that stuff if you wanna see more. And if not, that's cool too, no big deal. But I'll see y'all on the next video. I'm gonna watch some of these nice ladies walking around, but I'll see y'all on the next one.